everybody, we're gonna go on an adventure! I'm not going. Why not? It's too rainy.
The weather's terrible here.
Okay, well, because the weather's terrible here, we asked some adults to tell us what the weather's like where they are.
I can't find the app, but the weather here in Duluth, it's mostly cloudy and warm with a chance of thunderstorms.
Good morning, Shadowbrook. Good morning. I'm Tony Trendle, and I'm here to tell you about the weather. You might not know this, but I love poetry, so I wrote a poem about today's weather. I woke up. It was sunny. I saw a puppy, and it was funny. Wait. What kind of poem is this? I looked to the sky, and it was cloudy. The puppy looked at me, and he said, "Howdy." This poem makes no sense. What was next, I thought in my brain. The puppy smiled and said, "I think it will rain." That's crazy. Puppies don't talk.
Oh, yes, we can.
That's all, Shadowbrook. Have a great worship service.
Thank you, Miss Vera and Mr. Tony, for doing our weather report, and it's raining here, so we gotta go to Liza. Bye!
Hi guys, I'm back with another dad joke this week, and some of you might actually know it. Okay, what do you call a kitten in a tortilla? A perrito. Bye guys, I hope you have a great week.
Thank you, Alyssa, for the dad joke this week. I seriously still don't know how she gets through those. I'm still not going out there.
Me either.
I really was hoping we get to go to the adventure today, but anyways, it's time for our story. But before we go to the storyteller, here's Mr. Reed for worship music. And I heard that there's a special guest with our storyteller.
Lord, how you love me, I don't deserve grace on top of grace. It's more than I asked for, more than I'm worth. Grace on top of grace. How sweet the sound, once lost and now found. Heaven came down. Grace rescued me. Hallelujah, I am free from my sin and penalty. And at the cross you took my place, with your grace on top of grace. Grace on top of grace. It's more than I've asked for, more than I'm worth. Grace on top of grace. Hallelujah, I am free from my sin and penalty. And at the cross you took my place, with your grace on top of grace. Sweet the sound, once lost and now found. Heaven came down, grace rescued me. How sweet the sound, once lost but now found. Heaven, oh, you came down, grace rescued me. Hallelujah, I am
morning, everybody. Pastor Jeff asked me to bring the Sunday school lesson today, and so we're going to jump right into it and get a nice early start. Today's lesson is from Mark chapter 5, so I'm just going to get out my Bible and we'll get going.
Daddy, Mr. Hughes said you need a red Bible.
A red Bible? It's a brown Bible. Okay, everyone, hold that thought. We're going to have to go search for a red Bible so we can do this. So if I'm going to find a red Bible in this house, it's going to have to be on my Bible shelf. Now, just like your house, boys and girls, I have a Bible shelf in my house. So let's see if we can find Bibles on the Bible shelf. All right, we got brown Bible, brown Bible, brown Bible, brown Bible. Oh, here we go. Here's a couple more. Brown Bible. Oh, and what do you know? A brown Bible. It's good to be in the brown Bible cover business. Oh, wait. Found it. Found a red Bible. What's that? Pink. Sorry, this is a pink Bible. Search continues. Come with me. All right, maybe in the attic. Oh. Animated Bible, and another pink one. All right, I guess we'll check outside. All right, I found a beginning Gospel Story Bible and the Gospel Story Bible, but still no red Bible. I bet Shadowbrook has one. Okay, here we are. We made it to Shadowbrook Church, and I have found the place where they store all their Bibles and everything else. A126. Surely there's a red Bible in here. Let's look. No. There's gotta be a red Bible. Red, not a Bible. Okay, hold on, let's get a judgment call here. Here's a Bible. Red? No? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna get discouraged. We're gonna go ask Pastor Jared. Surely he can point me to a red Bible. Jared, I'm so glad I found you. I'm on a mission to find a red Bible. I need a Bible this color. Do you have one here?
You know what? Shadowbrook has a strict policy. We don't have any Bibles that color here.
None?
None.
All right, guys. I only have one more idea. Come with me. So my last resort. If there's one family I know is going to have a lot of Bibles, it's the Grants. So let's see if we can find a red Bible. Oh, thank goodness you guys are here. I am on a mission. I need to find a red Bible. Do you have, just get every Bible you have in the house and let's see what we can do. Can you do that?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, everybody, go get your Bibles.
Oh, this is great. Look at all these Bibles. Let's see if I can find the one I need. Lincoln's got a white Bible. Caleb, pink one, another brown one. So it's got a blue one. I see a green one. Guys, this is great, but still no red Bibles. None of these are red Bibles.
A bee! There was the bee right there, and you missed it.
I did miss it. Thank goodness.
But Mr. Ben, all of these are red Bibles.
Oh, these are red Bibles. None of these are red Bibles. I give up. Mr. Matthew. I gotta go find Mr. Hugh and apologize that I can't find a red Bible. And then I gotta go tell Jeff that I can't do the Sunday school lesson this week. Can you come with me?
All right, let's go.
All right, thanks for trying, guys.
Ben, Matthew.
Mr. Hugh.
Mr. Hugh, how are you?
Good. How are y'all doing?
Not so good. Pastor Jeff asked me to do the lesson this week for kids worship, but I remembered you told our class you gotta have a red Bible. And I've looked everywhere for red Bible, and this is the closest thing I have. So I guess I'll go tell Jeff I can't do the lesson.
Well, actually, Ben, that's a red Bible.
This isn't a red Bible. No, I need a Bible this color, Mr. Hugh.
Let me explain. So, it doesn't matter what color it is. What really matters is if you read it. And if you read it, you've got a red Bible.
So you're telling me the most important thing about a Bible is that you read it. And so if I've read this Bible, this is a red Bible.
Absolutely.
Wow, that information would have been really good 6 hours ago. But you know what? I'm glad you told me. I'm going to go do this lesson now. Thank you, Mr. Hugh.
You're very welcome. Oh, and by the way, one other thing that could help. I could use a little music for your lesson.
Where in the world am I going to find music right now? All right. We're off then. Well, I sure am glad we got that clarification from Mr. Hugh. I didn't know what to do, but now I know that as long as you're reading your Bible, you got a red Bible, and that's the one you need. And also, just as a bonus, we got our accompaniment. So without further ado, now we can get to our story. And today's story, like I said earlier, comes from Mark chapter 5. And in Mark chapter 5, it is all about Jesus healing people. And if you read the chapter, you'll see that he first goes to a people called the Gerasenes, and he heals a demon-possessed man. But our story starts after that when he comes back to Galilee. And when Jesus, during his ministry, comes back to Galilee, he is greeted by a synagogue leader. And the synagogue leader's name is Jairus. And Jairus comes to Jesus, and he's very respectful, and he falls down and says, "Jesus, I have a daughter at home, a little girl, and she's very sick and needs your healing." He actually says in verse 23, he implored him earnestly, saying, "My little daughter is at the point of death. Just come lay hands on her so that she may be made well and live." And then it says, Jesus went with him. But as Jesus was going through the crowd, he was so popular in Galilee that all the people just started pressing in on Jesus, just getting close to him while he was trying to go help this little girl. And while he was going through this crowd, a woman came up to him. And all these people, a woman comes up to Jesus. And the woman, it says in the Bible, she had been bleeding for 12 years. She had been bleeding for 12 years, but she had heard stories about how wonderful Jesus was. And she said, "If I can just touch his robes, if I touch even his garments, I will be made well." And so she works her way through the crowd, and she gets close enough, and she touches Jesus, and it says in verse 29, immediately her blood dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. But then Jesus, even with all these people all the way around him, with all these people around him, Jesus felt the power. He perceived in himself that power had gone out from him. And he immediately turned around in the crowd and said, "Who touched my garments?" But his disciples looked around and they said, "Look at all these people around you. And you say, 'Who touched me?'" They couldn't believe Jesus would just know, could identify one person who touched him in faith and got the healing out of him. And so Jesus ignored the disciples, and he said, "Who touched my garments? Who touched me?" And the woman, knowing she had been healed, it says, came in fear and trembling and fell down before Jesus. And at that point, the woman told Jesus the whole truth. Maybe about herself, maybe about how she had touched him and been healed. And Jesus looked at her and said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your disease." But while Jesus was interacting with this woman, while he had healed this woman and had stopped to speak with the woman he had healed, someone came to Jairus and Jesus and said, "Don't trouble Jesus any longer. Your daughter is dead." Remember, Jesus started this walk to go help Jairus and heal his daughter. While he was helping this woman, Jairus' daughter died. And they said, "Don't bother Jesus anymore." But Jesus, in his way, said, "Do not fear, only believe." And Jesus went to the house anyway. And when he got there, he heard people mourning and he heard people wailing and crying because this poor little girl was dead. And Jesus said, "Why are you making a commotion and weeping? The child is not dead, she's sleeping." And they laughed at Jesus. It says they laughed at him, but he put them all outside. And he just had with him Peter, James, and John. And once he had put all the people in the house outside who did not have faith and did not believe his words, he took the little girl's mother and father and went into her room. And it says that taking her by the hand, he said to her, "Talitha cumi," which means, "Little girl, I say to you, arise." And immediately the girl rose from the dead. She got up and began to walk. She was 12 years old. And Jesus, seeing her and everyone looking at her with amazement, Jesus said, "Just get her something to eat," just in his calm, loving way. And when I read this story, when I read Mark 5 about Jesus and his healing power, two things I think of. Back in that time, in the Bible times when Jesus was on earth, if you touched someone who was bleeding, or if you touched someone who was dead, the law at that time, the religious laws, said you were unclean and you weren't fit to be in the presence of God or the temple. But when Jesus touched this sick woman, and when Jesus touched this girl's hand who was dead, they didn't make him unclean. He made them clean. And I think the thing about Jesus is he has such a way about him of not only bringing healing into the parts of our life where we need it, but he also gives us the part of himself that makes us clean. And he doesn't just take away our physical ailments and our physical problems. He gives us something much better, which is a spiritual healing and a spiritual resurrection. So that's the story I had for you today. I'm so glad we got it out of our red Bible. I hope you have a red Bible at home too. I want to thank Mr. Matthew for giving us this nice padding under the story today. I want to thank Mr. Hugh for setting me straight on the whole Bible thing. And I want to thank all of Shadowbrook and all of Swanee for being absolutely no help when I was trying to find an actual red Bible. But I hope everyone has a good week. I hope everyone's enjoying this summer. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Ben, for teaching our story today. And Mr. Hugh. I know that's what you said. Are you guys ready for the two clues? Okay. The two clues are he works at Travelers Insurance and his initials are DSB. Text my dad if you think you know the answers. Bye!
See you next week.